What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome to another episode of the Narcissist Code. I'm your favorite self-aware narcissist, Mr. Lee Hammock, better known as Mental Illness, across all social media platforms. This is your first time seeing my face or hearing my voice. I'm a diagnosed narcissist, and I use my platforms on social media to raise awareness for NPD, get more people into therapy, and also validate the victims and survivors and thrivers of said disorder. Today's episode is going to be about how a narcissist or toxic person can say that you're not the same person I met. I miss the old you. Narcissist, like I said, is going to sound different because I know survivors and victims say this as well. I know survivors and victims will look at a narcissist or talk to a narcissistic person and say things like, I miss the old you. Can we go back to the beginning of the relationship? I miss how you treated me back then. That's true. A survivor, victim, or thriver of a narcissistic relationship, toxic relationship, or whatever, will say those exact same statements, but intent in the actuality of these situations matters as well. A narcissistic person will say, I miss the old you. You as a survivor or thriver, if you're listening to this, will say, I miss the old you. And you mean how you were getting treated good. I miss the old you. You were used to treat me good. I miss the old you. You used to be there for me and listen to me and validate my emotions and things like that. When they were love bombing you, yeah, you miss that person. When a narcissist says that to you as a survivor, victim, thriver, they mean they miss the old, naive, unknowledgeable you. The person who you were in the beginning, when you didn't know about narcissism, when you didn't know about narcissistic abuse, when you didn't know about toxic abuse, when you didn't know these things existed, that narcissist or toxic person misses you, misses that person. They don't miss the old you. They miss how they could get away with things. Like, if you're well versed on narcissism, if you learn anything about narcissism in the last few years or whatever, you understand what I'm saying. Like, you know, and you can hold, you don't get gaslit as much. You know, you understand the truth. You understand the reality. Sometimes you can actually hold them accountable for their actions. You can leave them. You can take your power back and leave. They can't get away with all doing the same things to you. They miss the old you, who they could treat, who didn't understand, who didn't know who they were. They miss the old you when they can get away with things. They don't miss treating you good. They miss getting away with. They miss being treated well by you because they miss being forgiven and over things being overlooked and not being held accountable and getting away with any and everything, being forgiven for any and everything, reconciling after doing the most horrible things to you. They miss the old you. They miss the old you. They look. See, this is weird right here. This is one of the most popular sayings that I've heard ever in my life. It's so empowering. It blows my mind when I heard it the first time. And it goes like this: they tried to bury me, but they didn't know I was a seed. So when a narcissistic person in the beginning, yeah, they treated you good. They bought you. It's like, they planted you. You mean they buried you in the dirt. Over time, they start covering you with trauma. They start covering you with being treated terribly. They start covering you with bad treatment and lies and manipulation and gaslighting. They start covering. They try to bury you in that stuff. But what they didn't realize is that you were a seed. You grew through that, and now here you go, sprouting through the ground that they buried you in, and now you're a different person. They buried you in the ground, not knowing that you were a seed. Now you sprouted into something else. They missed the old you because you hadn't grown yet. They missed the old you because you hadn't become who you are right now. They missed the old you who they felt like they could manipulate and lie to and treat any type of way. And they can beg and plead and cry and have snot coming from their mouth, and you will fall for it. They missed that person. They missed the old you who they first met. Yeah, you were bubbly and bright and funny and sometimes and things like that. You were a different person back then. They buried you. Now you've grown into something else that they don't like. They do miss the old you because they can't get away with the same stuff they used to get away with. So if a narcissist or toxic person says that to you, say, I bet you do. I miss the old you. You see, you changed. You're not the same you used to be. Say, I know, I've changed. I'm not taking no more of this BS anymore. That's what you can say. If they say, I miss the old you, you absolutely understand what they mean now. It's they miss being able to get away with things. But now that you're knowledgeable about narcissism, now that especially if y'all are not together, y'all trying to co-parent, or they're trying to get back with you, they're trying to hoover you back in, it's not working. I miss the old you, because I used to say this stuff and tell you I loved you, and we would be back together. We'd be knocking boots and clapping cheeks and knocking the pictures and photos off the wall. I miss that. I miss being able to do what I want to and be able to come home to you and you just shut up and take it. So yes, y'all, they absolutely miss the old you. Intent matters. Who were you in the beginning? You were a good person. You possibly were a good person in the beginning. You might have been fun, bright, bubbly, forgiving. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it's truth. Some things narcissistic people say are true. You have to find the truth in it that benefits you. I miss the old you means that they got away with a lot of stuff. They're not getting away with it anymore. You know what I mean? You can miss they miss the old you, and you miss the old them, but for totally different reasons. You miss being treated good. They miss getting away with things. And this is the point right here, y'all. I know I've been rambling on. Y'all know I be going on. So this is literally, this is one of my rant videos right here. They, of course, you can miss the old you too. You absolutely can. You were a caterpillar. Now you're a butterfly. You were a seed. Now you're a big sprouting ass tree. You're a sunflower now. Whatever your favorite plant is, you are that now. And this person tried to bury you with the terrible, horrible treatment, and you came out something different. You mean you're not a weed? At least you're not a weed, unless some of our favorite plants is weed. You know, that's a whole different story. But seriously, you can miss the old you too, and sometimes you can focus on getting the old you back. You can become a better version of the old you who's not as susceptible to this behaviors anymore. You can recognize it, and you can cut off access. They thought they were burying you. They thought they were holding your mental funeral. You sprouted up, boom, on a plant. They tried to bury me. They forgot I was a seed. Grow. Are you going through it, or are you growing through it? Shout out to Les Brown. He said that, are you going through this, or are you growing through it? You've grown through it. That's why they say, I miss the old you. I missed how we used to, I miss the old us. And they missed that because they could get away with stuff. They can't get away with it anymore. Power up. When they say they missed the old, when you feel like you were on your empowerment journey, or your strength journey, or your glow up journey, and you hear a narcissist or toxic person say that to you, I miss the old you. That's growth. That's growth. When they can't get away with stuff anymore, and they say, I miss the old you, that's growth. That's power. That's still recognizing your power now. That's them recognizing your growth. You can miss the old you too. You can become a better version of yourself. I think most people would prefer the butterfly over the caterpillar. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm going to cut this thing short. I just wanted my rant videos, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. If you stayed to the end, I truly appreciate y'all. Austin, Texas, live meet and greet. Weekend of October the 15th. Come through, say hey. We're in the planning stage. We're going to get some flyers and stuff out there. Thank y'all for coming to Durham if you did. If you didn't, still thank you for the support watching the videos. Like and subscribe for more. Mental Illness is out. Peace.